Okay, so I made like a million videos yesterday, and then I was over it, and I was like, forget it. Try again tomorrow. So, week 63 post-op lap band. Yesterday I did not weigh myself. I had kind of a bad day on Saturday and Sunday. If you saw my last video I posted, you saw that I didn't end up getting a fill. And I had a pity party and I was angry, and so I just ate whatever. And, you know, today's a new day, my next meal's a new meal, and gonna figure it out, you know? Not gonna let the fact of me not getting a fill cause me to have more gain. So, I go back in 2 weeks, and, you know, I should be fine. But it's just surviving the next 2 weeks, and, you know, I just felt like everything is just sliding right through. It's just, sometimes it's like, what band? And, you know, there are several times this week where I've gone to get up and walk out of the restaurant, and my food drops, and I'm like starving. And so it's so frustrating that 0.25 made a huge difference. I mean, huge. And so, and I think that's kind of what bothered the doctor also, was that he was like, oh, it's not going to make any difference, blah, blah, blah. And then for me to come back and turn around and say, oh no, it made a huge difference, and I need, you know, some put back in. And so I think it kind of baffled him. And then it just really irritates me that I don't think he even remembers me from 2 weeks ago. So it's just a little frustrating. But, you know, last week, exercise, I only ended up working out 3 times last week instead of my normal 4 or 5. And so I just have had a real rough time just getting, you know, back into it. It's just, I'm tired of working out. And so, I worked out Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I didn't work out Thursday or Friday, and then I did a 7.5 mile run on Saturday to prep for my half marathon, on this coming up Sunday. So, I was really kind of irritated because I only ended up doing 7.5. I wanted to do 10. So I am trying not to panic because I know I can run 13 miles, but I really wanted to do like a 12-mile pre-run, you know, just to make sure, okay, I got this, you know, I can do it, you know. And when I signed up for the half, when I signed up, all of a sudden it was like, oh crap, I only have 3 weeks. So, I think I ended up with like a 10-mile run, an 8-mile run, and then I was gonna do another 10 or 12. I can't remember. Or I did 6, 8, and I was gonna do 10, something like that. I don't know. But I ended up not doing it, so I feel a little unprepared, but I have been doing a lot more running. I've been doing a lot of treadmill run. I've been doing at least 5 miles while I'm at the gym and my trainer. And so this week's plan is to make sure I work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will have Friday, Saturday as rest days, run on Sunday. And making sure I'm doing a lot of stretching and running and stretching. And so, although today, Tuesday, I'm a little sore, so I may do like an elliptical and then go back to running. And so, I am so ready for Friday. It's not even funny. So, last week, food, like I said, it just wasn't on point. I kept thinking like, oh, I'm going to get a fill, so let me kind of eat what I want. And it just was really hard because everything was going down, and it was like I had no sense of fullness. None. It was like everything just kept sliding on down, and it was like almost like to the fact that I thought that I was chewing too much, you know? And so it's kind of like, am I chewing too much and my food's just going straight down, or, you know, what? And so it was a lot frustrating, a lot, you know, I'll say that. So I need a fill, and I'm, you know, but like I said, I'm not going to let the fact that I'm not going to get a fill for another 2 weeks cause me to gain another however many pounds. So I'm not going to do it. And so that's pretty much it. I bought an outfit for my half, so I was super stoked about that. And I'm a little nervous because it's going to be cold. Normally when I run, I will run in the mornings and it's cold. It's freezing. But by the time I'm done running, the sun starts to come out and it starts to get warmer. But now when I'm running, it's just going to get colder. So I pretty much have everything. I have gloves, and I got like a long sleeve with like a thermal inside of it. And so it's a dry fit. So I should be fine with that. I got pants, and I just need a headband is my next thing that I want to get. So we'll have to see. But it's like everybody is coming out now, and it's like, here I am trying to make a video. But like I was saying though, that I pretty much have everything that I need. I got a new belt, and I finally got my waters in, because I got my belt at the last expo, but they ran out of the water containers. So I bought the water containers. It's a little bit of an awkward belt because like the water containers kind of hit where my arms are. So that'll be kind of interesting. But I did my last 7.5 miles with it, so it didn't bother me too much. So that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Here I made like a million videos, and you know, made this one pretty quick. But I guess I rambled on enough in those to be done with it. So, I did weigh myself on Saturday, and I was 160.0. So that's kind of what I'm going to go with. So that's a maintain for the week before. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Work has just been a little stressful with the holidays coming up. It's just busier, bigger numbers, and so I survived, you know, Thanksgiving and, you know, that huge number. And so now it is Christmas and New Year's and another big number. So, I plan on taking a vacation as soon as possible. So, wonderfully found out that I get 6 weeks of vacation next year. What? So, super stoked about that. What I need to look into is that, I know after these last 30 pounds that I want to get off, I'm going to end up needing some kind of tummy tuck. So, I eventually want to do that and get my breasts done. And so, I need to start saving up for that. And it looks like it probably won't happen until 2014 is what I'm assuming, because next year I will probably plan on saving up for it. And I need to look into my work more to see how I can wiggle around it. But I get 6 weeks of vacation and 4 personal days. So in 2014, I may end up having to take all 6 weeks plus my 4 personal days and do that for my time off, because I don't think disability will pay for cosmetic surgery. So it's something I have to look more into and see. I know either way, because I had my gallbladder removed. And when I had my gallbladder removed, I was on disability for, I think, about 6 weeks. And so, because my job requires a lot of lifting and pulling and stuff. So, I may be out for a good 2 months with a tummy tuck, because I lift more than 10 pounds on a regular basis. So, more than, yeah. So, that's that. So, that's pretty much it. Week 63, post-op lap band. Talk to y'all later.